It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 35. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First down, here's Lamar. He's got Andrews. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Another run for Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Gets this to Bateman. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Great opening drive continues. First and 10 at the 33. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, Henry. He finds space into the red zone. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Henry on the option. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for them on 2nd and goal, and now they need 8 on 3rd.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He brings it in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Gray now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action on 1st down. Taken in by Bellinger. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw it. That's complete to Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They motion a receiver left. Play action. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Lamar now from the gun. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Blitz coming, Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Running left out of the 2nd down option. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Play action now with Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Jackson off the play action. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Lamar throwing again. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets this forward to the 19. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got it! And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hill does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying to run with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Gray now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Motioning him from the slot right. Here's 2nd and 5. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're gonna get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, a couple things here, Kate. Either the play-action pass needs to develop a lot quicker as this game goes on, or they need to put it on the shelf for a while. Far too slow on that snap. Didn't fool anybody defensively, and they get to him for the 1st sack of this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Finds his target, Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants pushing for points. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion Bateman over right. 1st down, here's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. From the 29. This finds Likely. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They kick the running back in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Jackson yet again. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And again, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Gray now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker. Robinson
in motion right. from the 35 on second down. Got it, man. Robinson has it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw now. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A give to Tracy up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Those defenses spend all week trying to find that numbers advantage. How can I get a guy free? Or how do I get my best rusher in a one-on-one to beat him and get home and get that sack? That was study put into action for the SACK.
The Giants are set to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, a run for Henry. He's got a gain of 6 there. Bobby Okereke making that stop. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is gonna be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now here comes the New York offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give right side to Tracy. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and then brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, that's gonna back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop, I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not gonna cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. Man, it'll be their football. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar out of the pistol. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lamar throwing again. Hopkins on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's got it in the red zone. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Trying down the middle with Henry. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Lamar now from the gun. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Jackson throwing here. Has it down close. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Running the read option. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Gray now on the return. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Connects with Slayton.
It's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Pass play now. Pass cut by Tracy. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Trying to push this past the marker. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. First down, ball at the 36. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
The Giants offense all set to get started. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. Gano ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this one doesn't go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Going with King Henry here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's Jackson. That one complete to Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Lamar. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Henry running left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Ravens feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Another run for Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll motion a tight end left. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Changing it up here, Jackson on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet. that time.
Their punter making his way out now. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from New York.